wanted to ask this. This might be more applicable to what we were just talking about, putting the team together, but can you talk a little bit about the makeup of your team, and is it important or not in your mind to have people that understand and maybe practice the faith of the projects and clients you're working with? How does that play into it, and do we need to have at some basic level a knowledge of their kind of theology and their vision and those things? And how do you guys see that working out as you assemble project teams? We may have believers, non-believers interacting in a church environment.
That's a really good question.
That's a good question.
You want to start with that?
Yeah, I would say it's extremely valuable. I mean, I'm not going to go jump on the hospital team and say I'm going to be a value there. I think in what we do, I mean, every sector is so diverse, and there's a knowledge base of accelerating that process and being able to educate the client and bring them along. I think that would be kind of the lack of value that we could provide. But I mean, it's opening up and mentoring as we're doing now. I think, it's there. I mean, just like anybody kind of growing in a profession or sector. It's kind of the due diligence of that leadership team to kind of pull that staff through.
I think, part of it is having you want your team, at least the leadership of your team, to have a personal commitment to the church that you're working with. And so having that sense of either you really know who they are as a church and their theology and what they stand for, or you've been a part of that. Either one is significant. And but I do think that they love it when, let's say it's an Episcopal church, and my dad is a retired bishop in the Episcopal church, and I grew up as an Episcopalian. That means that I understand what they think and talk about and what their attitude on things, and that makes a difference. Now, also, grew up later as a member of a Baptist church, and now I'm in a Presbyterian church, so I can cover a lot of ground, and that helps. But let's say if you were trying to design, I think it can get sensitive, say, especially with the Catholic Church, trying to design a Catholic church if you don't have anyone on the team who is a member of a Catholic church. That there's a strength of membership in some churches, especially some traditional churches, that is really fundamentally meaningful. Whereas often for a contemporary church, it isn't that big of a deal if you are a member of another contemporary church or not. It's if you're a believer, but not necessarily a member of a certain brand.
Yeah, kind of the 2 points. It's the critical piece of the value of the connection, right, that you were talking about. And then two, I think it's pulling on staff that aren't maybe seasoned in the faith-based practice. It's the leadership, to take them through the process and understanding. Going to those meetings are going to be different than a corporate commercial atmosphere based on, really the passion that's in the project, the commitment, and really just the end game of what that end user's trying to do. I think being able to, expand that environment to staff just helps that engagement of really what this practice is all about.
Mm-hmm.